The 5-year hibernation process has begun. These are your last 5 years. Enjoy them. They will completely break your power by 2023. Zion's pharmaceutical companies will make you sicker and weaker. They will speed up spraying efforts. They will turn almost all cities into ruins with their climate weapons. Again, the capital system belonging to Zion will drag you further into debt. Those who are happy thinking that they have acquired a title deed and property, you did not own a house or a field. You have rented your livelihood from the world that belongs to these elites by getting into debt to the elites who own the world. They will get it all back after 2023. You have lost your last chance for freedom. You have chosen to surrender to Zion, but Zion has no mercy. Before the council in Zion, man is no different than an insect. The council made its decision about this country 100 years ago. I said that what is written will happen. What is written happens. The elections are a formality. Imagine a party that takes over all state institutions by taking gangs and sects behind it and still claims that the elections are fair. Any election that lacks transparency is not fair. It was like this in the past, and it is like this now. You continue to believe and fear that everything comes from the imaginary God that Zion has created for you. That's what they want. Your fear feeds them. The new world will be a world built on fear. Because you chose to be afraid. Fear and courage cannot live in the same brain. These capitalist elite barons, who are enemies of freedom, will work even harder in the last 5 years to make the country an easy target, with the pharmaceutical companies, armed forces, political parties and banks that they finance. I would say, think about how the foreign debt of $500 billion will be paid, but to which audience? With 5 grams and chemtrails they will turn you into an unconscious lump of meat that cannot hear, see or think. That is why their representative chief is shouting, "Bring 5 grams to this country immediately." The orders were coming from the big place and will continue to come. Whatever happened to Iraq, Lebanon, Syria, Egypt, etc. will be the same for you. Enjoy this last 5 years of sleep. They can build many nuclear facilities while you sleep. Then they can say, you are using nuclear power for evil purposes, and ignite the fuse of the invasion plan. There is no end to these excuses. If you can wake up and survive the chaos of 2023, and then show complete surrender, they may give you a chance to live. That's the council's order, so you'll have to accept being their complete slave. You are a partial slave for now. When that day comes you will be a full slave. Otherwise you have no chance of surviving the chaos of 2023. Just as they marked and saved 144,000 people from slaughter just before Jesus, they will save them again. In the new world, they will create their own artificial slaves in their own artificial wombs and will set the rescued rich people as bosses over the poor slaves. All of this will happen in the coming years. I wrote about many of these. I also gave the sources, but you mocked me by saying, these are all conspiracies. Those who wish believe and think about it, those who wish call it a conspiracy and continue laughing. In any case, at the end of the movie, saying I told you so, I will be the one laughing, of course if I survive smiley face. The foundations of a new world are being laid. They will set the world on fire for this cause. In this new world, there is freedom, peace and wealth only for the elite. The golden age is coming for them, not for the common people. The ignorant, abandoned, slave people who defend them will not be given the right to live freely. Because for this world that belongs to them, ordinary people are like sheep goyim. After they have benefited from its meat, milk and skin, i.e. collected its gold, they are now a burden to them. They slaughter it or sell it, i.e. harvest it. The elites' efforts to rid themselves of this burden have been ongoing for a long time and are now nearing completion. There is no place for you and your children in the new world. You have not actually cast your last vote for the political parties that they use as bridges, but for the elites blightmen who own the bridge themselves, and they will do whatever you want until they cross the bridge. Your last 5 years. After that you're trash. Note: I shared the main text of this video as a text on social media in 2018 and said that 5 years after this date, in 2023, there would be a great destruction and then a new structuring would begin. Yes, there was a great destruction and a new reconstruction process was started. Although not completely, there was a partial destruction. Hundreds of thousands of people lost their lives in an unnatural earthquake. The aim was to build a new world where they could settle their own elites in these so-called promised lands. I had given you evidence that the disasters you always thought were natural were being carried out by superior minds' councils. You saw it all, you heard it all, but you didn't believe any of it, and what's more, you laughed at it and made fun of it. Just like the ones before. You thought that invasions would always be with cannons and rifles. You thought that they did not have such power. You thought that the imaginary gods you worshipped as Allah would save you from this fate. What happened? It did not happen as you thought, did it? Unfortunately, I was right again. In this case, I said I would be laughing at you, but I am also saddened by the fact that so many innocent people who could not wake up died in the meantime. I would like to tell you what will happen next, but I know you will still not care and will still make fun of it, but let me tell you this, the aftermath is even darker.